right, we are going live. What? Oh boy. Are we live? Are we live? Ooh, I think we're live. Ooh, my hair's all screwed up. Day 14 of quarantine or something like that. I don't know how many days we're quarantine here, but thought I would do like a lesson thing. Yeah, do a lesson. Just live stream. Just for doing fun stuff and things. And let's see. Yeah. All right. See, I got my music stand back here. I got some drum stuff because I've been doing some kind of drum stuff lately, which is kind of cool. So sorry about that. And I have itchy elbows because I scraped up my elbow and it's like healing and it's itchy. Yeah. I have a little bit of reverb on my bass too. Playing out of my PA. Try to get like a better shot of like my whole hands and stuff. You tell my action's really low. But I'm gonna work on a few things today. Just a real beginner lesson. Just to do as just like step one from the very beginning. I do a lot of beginning lessons. Step one, get a tuner, learn how to tune your instrument, plug it in, put it in a tuner, make sure that the tuner is tuning your strings properly. So your first note, your lowest string, your thick string is going to be an E for elephant. You're going to want to get that tuned so that when you're going to do that with all four strings, make sure it's completely in tune. So you have an E, so the low string's an E, the next string is an A for apple. And make sure that it gets that tuned up, so it gives you a green light. Next string is a D for dogs, puppy dogs. The next string is a G for garbage, garage, giraffe, Geronimo. Cool. Once you're all tuned up, get her in the amp. Important thing to do is your right hand stuff. You want to a good way to I see a lot of people will do kind of like this funky pluck thing, like they're playing a classical guitar. You don't want to do that. That's bad news bears. Good way to set good right attacking hand is take one finger on a string, do what's called a rake. Just drag your finger across the strings like that. Do that with your middle finger too. That's what it should feel like when you do one string. Some people like to put anchor their thumb in one place, or put it on a string. Some people like to do what's called a floating thumb, where they float the thumb like this. So their thumb will go over top of the strings instead of anchoring on a string. They'll like do a float thing like this. That's fine too. I usually anchor on a string or on a pickup. I usually use my back fingers, like my pinky finger and stuff, to do like some muting stuff. I'll like mute the strings because when you're playing, strings are ringing out. You want kind of this hand to kind of mute the lower strings as you play up, and this hand mutes the higher strings as you go up this way. So they kind of meet in the middle to mute strings. So that way you don't have strings ringing out, because nothing's worse than having something like that. It just sounds like garbage. You have all these ringing strings want. You don't want that. That's bad news bears. So left hand is going to kind of mute the strings going this way. Your right hand's going to mute the strings going this way. Okay. So when playing the lower strings, this hand is muting these higher strings. Okay. If I'm playing something higher, this hand is to mute the lower strings. So if I'm playing something up here, see my pinky here. And also see my thumb. My thumb is also doing some muting here to keep these lower strings from ringing out. The weather's changed. Strings buzz a little more than they used to. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty good right hand tuck. Oh, and then what you want to do is you want to alternate between these two fingers. Just basic technique. This isn't like the end of technique. Okay, there's way more things. Go further. All sorts of things you can do with your right hand, but your basic starting point. I like to do this. So index finger on the top string, index finger on the top string, index finger, and then the middle finger, and then right here, rake. So, and then right there, you're in position to get that next one, and you're in position to get the next string. You start with the index, you'll start with the middle next string, and vice versa. You start with the middle. Sorry, I've got a little buzz in my cable sometimes. Bzzzt. You start with your middle finger, then the next string will start with your index finger. Cool. That's a good technique. Okay, so let's talk about the fretting hand, the left hand. Your wrist should be as straight as possible. Okay, even when you're down here, you can keep your wrists real straight. When you go up here, wrist should be real straight. Also here, some people do this kind of chicken. Not done talking about the right hand. They'll do like this kind of thing. You want to arch your elbow up. Avoid bending the wrist at a 90-degree angle. You want to avoid doing this. You want to try to avoid doing that. It's not like you have to all the time, but you'll find that you have your tendons will have a much easier time playing if they're straight. Not to say, when I'm teaching you guys, I'm just relaxed and I'm here playing. I'm not really playing anything very, I'm not shredding anything right now. I mean, I can show you this with my hand relaxed. It's not a big deal. It's not the technique police aren't going to come and knock down my door if I show you something like this. But if I'm on stage, I'm going to find that I'm probably going to have a lot easier time from playing a serious bass line. I want to make it sound good. I'm going to lift up my elbow a little bit so that my wrist will stay straight. Same wrist stays straight for this arm as well. Straight wrists. Super important. Okay. There are some people that teach like the 1 finger per fret idea. And this is good. This is a good kind of like, it's not a rule, but it's a good kind of foundation. Because obviously there are places where you're going to do more than 1 finger per fret, and there are places where you're going to do like less than 1 finger per fret. Take this cool Dorian scale, for example. Use a pinky here so that you can stretch more there. Right? And it's okay to always, if you grab a pinky using this, no one's gonna to kill you. In fact, upright stuff uses pinkies like this all the time. It's okay to use a pinky there. That's totally fine. No one's going to kill you if you go or. Okay? It's totally acceptable. What's not acceptable is like that might not be. There might be an instance where something weird like that could happen. But general rule of thumb, 1 finger per fret. It's probably a pretty good basis to go with most of the time. Probably say 70% of the time. 75, 80, 90% of the time. So the next thing we got to, 1 finger per fret, man. Oh yeah. Now you want to also have a good efficiency of movement, and a good exercise I like to do with that is this is what we used to do at MI. So as easy that looks, there's a little bit more detail to that. Is that you don't move your finger until you have to. See, these are staying down until they have to move. Right? They're not. This is good exercise to help with your efficiency or economy of movement, I guess as you would say. I have chickens back there, so they're inside. It's kind of wintry still, so they're inside, hanging out, being little peeps. You hear them scratching and peeping back there. They're peeps. See, right now I'm just showing you my right hand. I'm not caring about what this hand is doing. So I'm using a fun, different technique for my right hand. So don't worry about that. But there's a cool bass line one of my teachers showed me when I was starting out. That's the top. I just passed the top. So da 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 da. Yeah, and the idea is just keep your fingers down until you have to move them. Cool. So that's a good idea with your your fretting hand. Another thing I like to do is go 1 fret up, start at the 12th fret, go all the way down, all the way up, and then go down a fret, play 2 notes. Then go down another fret and play 3 notes. You don't move your fingers until you have to move them. Then 4 notes. And if you do this exercise and you hurt, you start getting pain in your thumb and your hands and everything, just stop. Maybe rest, then go back to it. But if it hurts too much, just stop. Don't do it anymore. And then go down another fret and you do 5 notes at a time. So I like to break up 5 as 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here's another important thing about your hand. Keep your fingers curled like this. You don't want them to buckle like this. Okay. There's a time to buckle for like bar chords and things like that. But for the most part, you're playing 1 note at a time. You want to get your fingers to curl like that. You want them to have that bridge, that arch, because that's where the strength of your hands comes in, is that arch. So 5 notes at a time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And if you haven't played odd time signatures before, if you don't know anything about like playing like groups of 5 or 7 or something, it's easier to break it up into smaller bits. So a group of 2 and then a group of 3, or a group of 3 and then a group of 2, instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just that sounds weird. That feels weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's much easier to count 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Or Adam Neely has a good video on this when this comes into dancing about doing like long step, short step. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Notice my thumb is muting the A and the A and the E string when I go up like that. That's what's doing that muting, so that these strings don't ring out while I'm up here playing. Okay. So then you go down another one, and I have 6 notes. 1, 2, 3. So you can either count as, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, or triple that, 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 triple, or any really subdivision of 6 you want to do. Just have fun with the right hand. Okay. Now you have 7. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Cool. Going down another one, you got 8. So I like to do this as 2 16th notes. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 2. Just take your time. You can do this to a metronome if you like. I'm not doing it to a metronome because it's fine. Shoot, where was I at here? So 8. So now you got 9. Oh man, a 9 could be 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3. Like Blue Rondo a la Turk. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1. Or you could do 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. You do just like Blue Rondo a la Turk, and do like 3 bars of 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3, and then a bar of 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1. So however you want it subdivided. I lost it. 1 2. While I'm trying to talk, I lost it there, but you get the idea. So then now we have 10, which is pretty cool. 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 are you triple the triple that? So triple that 1 2 1 2 triple that 1 2 1 2 triple that 1 2. And that doesn't really even sound odd. 10 doesn't even sound odd at that point. 1 triple that 1 2 1 2 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 1 2 1 2 I gotta fix that string, man. Cool. Now we got 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I always think of this Primus song 11. Nine, 10, 11, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Cool. And we got 12. It's gonna give 4 triplets. Triplet, 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 or 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 1 and a 3 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 1 E and a 3 E and a 1. I like to do the triplets because it has more of like its 12/8 feel than a 16th note, like 16th notes in 3, I guess. So cool. There you go. And then if you really want to, you can go all the way back up. So here's the other important thing. Now moving on to like part 3 of like the beginner thing. And by the way, that whole thing where we counted down, like from basically anything from 5 down. If you're a beginner, don't do that. that's just some advanced, fun, advanced stuff. Just worry about, I would just say, just worry about this part. If you're a beginner, just getting 1 down, just 1 in any position. Just getting 1. Okay. If you're intermediate, you could do the 2 and then the 3 and then the 4. And if you're advanced, go all the way down. If you're pro, go all the way down and back up. So, but yeah, beginners, 1 at a time. Do it slow. It doesn't have to be musical. Just 1 at a time, baby. And you can do that. You can do that, just that exercise. You can do it anywhere you want. You can do it here. Do it anywhere. So, okay, next part 3, is going to be naming the notes. It's important to know where all the notes are on the neck. So, part 3 is just pretty easy. Just going to name all the notes on one string, 1 at a time. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And then what would be like the black keys on the way down? B flat, A flat, G flat, E flat, C sharp, B flat, G sharp, F sharp. Okay. And yeah, some natural notes on the way up, unnatural notes on the way down. And you can call them both. You can call them G sharp, F sharp, G flat, G sharp, A flat, A sharp, B flat, C sharp, D flat, so on and so on. So keep moving on. A. And notice how I move my hands in groups. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. If you have more frets, you can obviously keep going up. E flat, D sharp, D flat, C sharp, B flat, A sharp, A flat, G sharp, F sharp, G flat, E flat, D sharp, D flat, C sharp, B flat, A sharp, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A sharp, B flat, A flat, G sharp, G flat, F sharp, E flat, D sharp, C sharp, D flat, B flat, A sharp, G sharp, A flat, F sharp, G flat, E flat, D sharp. Try to match the pitch, right? G, A, B, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, D sharp, E flat, C sharp, D flat, B flat, A sharp, G sharp, A flat, F sharp, G flat, E flat, D sharp, C sharp, D flat, B flat, A sharp, G sharp, A flat. Cool. I'll do that maybe a few times. Oh, G, G. Now let's name a bunch of G's. Let's go. Let's grab all the A's. Let's go A, and we'll go down each string. So A, 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 B, 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 C, 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 oops, C, excuse me. So what I'm doing is I'm going each note at a time, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then each string one at a time. So C, C, there's another C on that string, C on this string, C, there's a C here. I don't have another C on this string. I just have the one C, 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 okay. D, D, I only have the one D on that string, D, 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 and then what's after D? E, 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 E. That's the one E. Well, no, I have an E, but I got a bend. Okay, F, 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 F. That's one F I have. I don't have another F on that string. Then G, G, G. That's the only G I have on that string. G, 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 G. There you go. So that's naming all the notes. Cool. If you were to follow along with me by this time, you probably have really, what is the time down here? So it's almost half an hour. If you're a beginner, you practice those things, you'll have a really, really good start on where all the notes are, how you should be plucking the notes from both hands, and where all the notes are. You have a pretty good foundation of how to start this instrument. But what else should I talk about? Oh man, there's so many things to talk about. If there's anyone that wants me to say something about things, let me know. I have a lot of requests for this pedal that I have. I have like pedal reviews. I have a lot of requests to do stuff on my Zoom pedal. Yeah, I should get that out tomorrow. Tomorrow I should do this live stream again. If I have time, I'll do another live stream and I'll maybe tomorrow, sometime this week. We're all in quarantine. I've got a lot more time on stuff, but I haven't been doing videos lately because I've just been super busy. I purchased something that needs a lot of work, and I've been doing lots of work on stuff. So I've been busy. It's like every day I'm just like, oh, I'm exhausted. I'm doing another thing. What else? What else can I talk about here? I'm going to go do another shout out to Adam Neely again. I like Adam Neely. I like his bass playing. I like his sense of just everything. I've been following Adam Neely for a long time, since 2008, when he used to just do videos like this one, where it's just on a computer and there's no editing and it's just really bad. He used to have these really good ear training videos and consonant sounds and all sorts of crazy stuff on his YouTube channel. I've been a big YouTube guy for a long time because I don't believe in cable. Everything he needs on YouTube. But he has a really good video where he practices scales for 5 hours straight, which I think is really, really, really cool. He has a thing on there where he'll say, I'm just gonna play C major, right? So he'll play C major up, C major down, but then he'll do thirds up and down, and then he'll do descending, which is something I hadn't done before. Obviously I need to work on. And then he'll do fourths up, which I'd done fourths up before, and then down. And then he'll mix going up and down, ascending simultaneously. So he'll I think that's really cool. I'd never done that before in sixth too, but then sixth ascending and the descending. Right. So you do. So you go. That's it again. Yeah. Ascending, descending. It's pretty wild stuff. What else we got here? I've been playing this song a lot lately. tune. I want to do that. I'd like to do that song with Pygmy Grizzly, but I can't. Getting an amen break to do 3 in like a jungle groove is going to take some work, and it's going to take some time. I just don't have the time to noodle around with that right at the moment. I have noodled with it. I haven't saved in my Logic file, but just don't have the energy to make it. Not right now. Someday soon. Booch, come here, say hi. Okay, so talking again about the kind of beginners playing and stuff. I'm sure everybody tells you about how to play C major scale. And I'd say really important. The whole important thing about the C major scale is not just the shape, right? Where things are thirds, fourths, root, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. How they sound is really important. So how they sound, how they look. All those intervals, especially octave. Especially octave, because octave, you have to think there's all these intervals exist. That's the octave. I mean, it's the same as the root. So these intervals exist below as well as above. So the same way it goes, you can still go. Same way that it goes. You can also go. Right. So it's important to know, like, or fifth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, root 5, 1, 5. It's also a fifth down, root down, root 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's the same as 1, 7, 6, 5, root 5, root 5, root 5, root 5. In this case, C, G, C, G, C, G, C, G. Cat, garbage, cat, garage, cat, garbage, cat, garage. Garbage, garage. I don't know. Cat, catastrophe, cat. Right? So all the notes are there. Just gotta recognize them. They're all your friends. You just gotta recognize what they look like. And that's how you build bass lines. Really simple bass lines, but bass lines. Fifth, root, 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 fifth, 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 root, 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 fifth, root. So on and so on and so on. So, because you're wondering, that's A, C to A to F to G. It's a 1, 6, 4, 5. So 1, 6, 4, 5. If I needed to, I could translate this same thing into any key if I wanted to. 1. I could, theoretically, if I could play it. So here's another pretty cool thing for beginners to know is harmonics. Harmonics are a pretty cool thing. So what you do to achieve a harmonic is you just touch the string. You're not going to press down on the string to like make the fret cut the string off, right? Oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention in the beginning. You want to when you fret a note, fret it up against the fret. Don't put it like here, like back here. You know, if you want to play this note that's right there, play right up against that fret, almost to where your like skin is on top of that fret. Right? You want to play like right on top of the fret. Ooh, we're gonna set up. Yeah, you want to get it right on top of that fret. So, but harmonics. So, what you're gonna want to do is just touch the string. Right? Can you let go of the string? You don't have to hold it down. Once it's there, it's there. So what happens is the string vibrates like this, right? So wah, 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 wah. If you touch it in the middle of the string, all of a sudden it vibrates like this. Still vibrating, still making the same pitch. It's just vibrating like, this now instead of like this. Okay. And there's other parts where it will vibrate in like different, right? So the theory of harmonics is pretty simple. The middle of the fret, the middle of the scale. Okay, don't imagine you have any frets. It's just a string that's strung out between two places. I used to have a car that had broken doors. I used to have to pry my doors shut with a string, and I could get harmonics on this string, just a random string. In fact, you can do this on any random string, whether it's a piece of wire hanging out. If it's tight enough, like a wire fence, you can get harmonics on if it's tight enough. If it'll produce a vibration, it will do this. I did this with a nylon string, like a piece of nylon rope, right? Like a yellow rope, right? It's used to like tie up bundles of hay, or whatever, So yeah, you just touch the string. You just touch just right over top of it. You don't put any pressure. All it takes is just enough to make that string change. Excuse me. It's all it takes is enough pressure to just make that string change its vibration from this to this. That's it. It just takes a tiny tap, just a featherweight touch. It's a featherweight touch. You barely touch it. So the theory is, so you've got a string, cut the string in half. Exactly in half is right on the fret. If you can actually zoom in there, actually you can see I'm not even like, I can actually stop the string by touching it. Yeah, you can hear it how like when the string vibrates, it smacks my finger until I make it go into that. Yeah. So right in the middle, and then there's a like a third spot, like a 2/3 spot. So that's going to be right in your. I think it's a 2/3. It's going to be right in your 7th fret, and again in the 3rd dot. I don't even know how to do tabs anymore. I just think of it as like, 3rd dot above the 12th fret. I just know it as the notes, right? So your D here is a D up here. So if this is a D, there's another D there, the 3rd dot. So it's right on the 3rd dot and the 7th dot. Create the same sound. And that note is a 5th. Same thing as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, C major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, C to G, C, G. That note on the 7th fret is also a 5th. In this case, we have the string is a G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th note of G is D, so that's a D. See, I gotta play a D. Play D here. I'm fretting this. Yeah, it's a D. It's a 5th. Same thing with this string. So if this string is an A, or sorry, if this string is a D string, play a D scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's an A. So that note's an A. It's an A. Cool. So that's cut in half. So it's the 7th fret, and then what is it? 15, 17, 19th fret. 19th fret. How does that count that? I can never remember. So 7th fret, 19th fret, same harmonic. You have another one on the 5th fret, and it's going to be an octave higher than what the string is. So the string is a G, G in 12th fret. You have another G, higher octave G on the 5th fret. You also have the same G where the 24th fret would be if I had a 24th fret. Okay. And it makes sense because on that fret, that's where a G would be, right? Okay, so next, there's a major third, C major scale again, 1, 2, 3. So from C to E is a major third. If our string is a G, 1, 2, 3. Our third is a B. So we have G is a B. This also repeats. It's kind of in between the first and second dot there, right where a B note is found on your guitar. It repeats again up here between that first and second dot, also where the note B is found. What's really cool about this one is it repeats 2 more times. It repeats on the 9th fret. And again, way up there. Kind of hard to find. Should know right where it is on this bass, but I don't. Yeah. And interesting, if we had a 24th fret, it's 24. If we had 28 frets, right there is where the 28th fret would be. 28 frets. Cool. So there's 4 places on our instrument we can find a major third. Cool. So there's a few more. But we won't get into them. Those are the 4 harmonics that you'll use the most: octave, 7th fret, 5th fret, 4th fret. So root note, 5th, octave, major third. Those are the harmonics you'll use the most. Check out harmonics. Harmonics are really cool. Yeah, so it's just cool lesson for people to kind of start bass. Sorry if I didn't cover anything too interesting. You can leave in the comments something you might want to talk about. If there's anything you would like me to talk about. Maybe my volume sucks in this video. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What does it sound like? What does it sound like to you? Does it sound like crap? Sound like shit? Am I playing like crap? Playing like... Let me know. Anyway, I'm going to call this. I got other things to do right now. Take a nap, make some coffee or something else. Maybe I'll have a pedal video tomorrow or next time or something. Enjoy the quarantine. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Later. Yes, I want to end the stream. Woo.